and genius of Black people and in our new pursuit of these values. I believe in the family and the community and in the community as a family, and I will work to make this concept live. I believe in the community as more important than the individual. I believe in constant struggle for freedom to end oppression and build a better world. I believe in collective struggle and fashioning victory in concert with my brothers and sisters. I believe that the fundamental reason our oppression continues is that we, as a people, lack the power to control our lives. I believe that the fundamental way to gain that power and end oppression is to build a sovereign Black nation. I believe that all the land in America, upon which we have lived for a long time, which we have worked and built upon, and which we have fought to stay on, is land for us to use as a people. I believe in the Malcolm X doctrine, that we must organize upon this land and hold a plebiscite to tell the world by a vote that we are free and the land independent, and that after the vote, we must stand ready to defend ourselves, establishing the nation beyond contradiction. Therefore, I pledge to struggle without cease until we have won sovereignty. I pledge to struggle without fail until we have built a better condition than the world has yet known. I will give my life if that is necessary. I will give my time, my mind, my strength, and my wealth because this is necessary. I will follow my chosen leaders and help them. I will love my brothers and sisters as myself. I will steal nothing from a brother or sister, cheat no brother or sister, misuse no brother or sister, inform on no brother or sister, and spread no gossip. I will keep myself clean in body, dress, and speech, knowing that I am a light set on a hill, a true representative of what we are building. I will be patient and uplifting, and I will seek by word and deed to heal the Black family, to bring into the movement and into the community mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters left by the wayside. Now, freely and of my own will, I pledge this creed for the sake of freedom for my people and a better world, on pain of disgrace and banishment if I prove false. For I am no longer. I am, by the inspiration of our ancestors and the grace of our Creator, a new African. The New African Creed. Peace, y'all. I'd like to greet you by saying free the land, but when I say that, I'd like you to say it back to me. Is that okay? Free the land.
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 By any and all means necessary.
By any and all means necessary.
All right, peace, y'all. My name is Kwejo Alfajiri Shah. You can call me Alfajiri. I'm your feature for the night. This is my debut feature. This is my first ever. First ever feature. I did not write what I just read to y'all. That is the New African Creed. That is a set of principles for us to live by, a set of principles for us to strive toward if we want to be anything that resembles being free. And to me, freedom is not the right to do whatever you please. Freedom is the right to live in a new society that is geared toward producing the essentials of life for all living things on the planet. Amen. And beyond. These are a set of principles. I've started with that because these are a set of principles that I think Baba Malcolm X embodied, strived toward embodying, and was in a perpetual process of becoming the embodiment of until his life was cut short. But we're here to celebrate him. And that first step toward liberation is self-determination. And self-determination requires some responsibility. Also, just real quick, want to celebrate the doc as a self-determining Black space. Yeah, thank you. Give it up for the doc. Okay. All that being said, I'm gonna read one poem for y'all because I think that after all that, if I did more than that, Mike would have to pull me off the stage.
Correct.
Okay.
You'll be back up.
This one is called Why. Why? Why did you love us so much? So much that a peace-loving brother like you would kill for us to be free. Not Y, but X, our shining light and guiding star, reminding us what it means to be free, to be ourselves, to be liberated and self-determining, to be, by any means necessary. Thank you.
One more time in his first feature, y'all, Alpha Jerry. All right. Give me a lot of text messages. People want to get on the mic, y'all. We got to stay on time. We're doing the best we can. We just want to make sure we honor the folks that were here on time by starting on time and finishing as close on time as possible. But we'll be back every week. Okay, I'm here for the next 5 weeks. So you already know it's going to be this kind of energy. It's going to be this type of creativity. Okay, we got a lot of special things happening. Okay, cool. I'll check in a minute to see if the person who made the anonymous donation actually made the anonymous donation. Okay, and I'll come back. All right, cool. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get this thing started. We've got our judges. I got a couple people I want to get on the mic before they leave. Okay, so I want to let you get a little taste of them. All right. So anybody ever been to a poetry slam before? Poetry slam? We got a few. All right, cool. So this is not going to be that. Okay, this is gonna be a spoken word competition with some poetry slam attendants. Okay. All right. So let me give the official rules. I want to say welcome everybody. Thank you so much. We are live streaming the doc right here, y'all. All right. Here it is. A poetry slam is a competition created in the late 1980s by a Chicago construction worker. It's a competition where poets have up to 3 minutes a night with a 30-second grace period to recite an original poem. They'll be judged on they'll be judged on originality, content, and performance. They'll be scored on a scale of 0.1 to 10. After each poet, I'll say judges on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And you will write big and bold on those dry erase boards and hold them up and keep them up till I call out every score. Now, the first score I call out is the low score. We always do what? We boo the low score. What am I gonna do for that low score? I gotta do better than that. Come on now. Pretend it's Trump. There it is right there, my guy. Forgive me, FBI. Don't come over here to the doc, okay? All right. But we always do what for the poet? There you go. All right. All right. Judges, it's your job not to be swayed by the audience. Audience, it is your job to do everything you can to sway the judges. All right. Remember now, 0.1, 5.2, 8.3, 9.6. Use those decimal points, okay? We don't want to eight-way tie. We got to get out of here by midnight, okay? Cool? All right? All right. Are y'all ready for a slam? Say yeah.
Yeah.
Ready for a slam? Say yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're not ready. Blood has not been shed. We have to have a sacrificial poet. I will be your sacrificial poet. I will perform a poem, and you will judge me on that same criteria. Remember now, keep it real, judges. Make them earn every single decimal. If they don't move your soul, then you know what to do. Don't move that pen. All right, guys? There it is. Oh, we move it a little bit. All right, here's my poem, and you're judging me. I am your sacrificial poet. I am your goat poet. Here it is. An old poem y'all heard before. You said I was born a bastard. That's what you told me, mama. Dark moon of your nightmare, half and half, but not whole of a sum from a story retold over and over again from the center of my soul. I was just 3 minutes removed from being torn from the uterus of then back when the sun turned its back and shadows cried. And even though just a seed, I can still feel you bleed from daddy's dirty deed, but he was the bastard, mama, not me. I remember swimming inside you as you lay in your death. And when you were well enough to feel my movement, your anger and resentment rumbled like thunder. And I wondered how much longer I had to be before you got rid of me. And even though an unwanted fetus, I knew who I was, mama, your son, the unchosen one. But in the ovum of that moment, I felt you concede my existence, no longer resisting the urge to murder the unborn metaphor and leave me lying in a pool of aborted promises. And that day, the day I learned to escape danger by dodging coat hangers, jabbing with the anger of the desperate stranger you'd become. That day I felt you scraping and screaming as you squatted to be free of me, and you almost did, mama, but I hung on, clinging to your wound like a dangling participle, clutching the poem yet written. I survived, don't fit, and I ain't nobody's damn misfit, and I can still hear you scream, boy, you ain't gonna be shit. But I am. And I will no longer be a pawn for food stamps or income tax, because I am more than that. I am more. I am more than just sperm jettisoned from the tomb of my father's already left affections. I am more than that. I am more. I wish you'd love me like I loved you. I wish you'd love me like I loved you. I loved you, mama. Still, you said I was born a bastard. So this poem, so all those times you beat me for looking like him. And this line is the tie that binds me to the umbilical of those moments that made me feel like a weed without roots at the foot of an empty tree. There was no one there, just me. But I am not like my father, mama. I am living proof that flowers can bloom from deceit. I am not like my father, mama, because 1% of you inside me is the reason why I believe. And we've come a long way from belt buckles and criticism. And I just want you to know that all the love I ever knew grew to create me from you. And I'm going to take all this power and all this rage and leave my heart and soul on the dark bookshop stage for you, because I am not a bastard, mama. I'm a poet. I'm a social worker. I'm a man. I made it. And one day my metaphors will open up heaven's doors and leave trippers across the sky. And that day, that glorious, wonderful day, you and I will soar. Happy Mother's Day, Mama. Judges, on the count of 3. Look at that, right big, but not as young as I used to be. 1, 2, 3. Not working? I'll get you another. Let's go. That's why we have a practice. We got to go, y'all. We got to be faster. I got to replace you. All right. We have a low score. Wait. Got it up there?
I have a 10, but my pen is not.
I got you. Huh? You gave it to her? You gave it to somebody? All right. We have a low score from the vegetarian judge of a 9. We have not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 10s. Give it up, everybody. All right. I will get Marcus. All right. Are you ready for the slam? Say yeah.
Yeah.
Coming on stage, your first poet. Please welcome the one and only Chris No One Bradford. Give it up, everybody.
Whatever happened to death before dishonor? Because now all I see is death before your honor. But there's a difference between a sacrifice and a slaughter. You see, it's not what you died for, it's more about what you strive for, which really certifies you as a martyr. But it seems that we've forgotten that blood was, is, and always will be thicker than water. But now all you get is saturated sentences and watered down statements, then people wonder why ain't nobody hearing it. Then have the nerve to feign surprise when they realize that ain't nobody fearing it. It's because you're scared to catch a sentence behind those statements. Point blank, period. You become too easily shook. But you see, the fault lies deep within the fault lines of the foundation so many of us were raised on. Because if your mama told you not to stand on anything that has a tendency to shift, my people, you were raised wrong. And although she may have told you, boy, if you don't stand up for something, you liable to fall for anything. She neglected to tell you that if you're willing to stand up for anything, you've already fallen for everything. And then we wonder why society keeps tripping. So quick to jump up, wanting to be stand up and don't know what the hell you looking for. Running around with your fist in the air, but forgot what the hell you fighting for. The great matter, your mind got so much pride in your eyes, you can't even see that it's not about black and white no more. It's deeper than that. It's no longer simply about ethnicity. Can't you see that the melanin in skin and the color of men is not what contains the ethics that are a necessity? So proud of this is something that I can never be. So go ahead, call me a house nigga, because I'm not proud of this, y'all. And I'm not proud to be that, y'all. I'm not proud to be, honestly, in all honesty, y'all, I'm just glad to be. God said be, so here I am, and all I am is all that I'm supposed to be. So there's no way in this world that I could ever be proud of something that I never chose to be, because these here flesh and bones is no more than simply the clothes God tailor-made and chose for me.
Yeah.
And there is not a stitch of pride in them. But all I keep hearing is my brother, this here, you got to wear it proudly. To that, I respond, my nigga, this here don't make us family.
All right, move right along, y'all. Move right along. That was poet 1. Judges on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold up pie, hold up pie, hold up pie. We have a low score of a 9.5. We have a 9.5 and 3 10s. Give it up, y'all. Give it up. Remember, keep those scores up. I'll call out all the scores. All right. Thank you. Coming up next, y'all. Please welcome Maya. Y'all give it for Maya.
February 21st, 1965. New York City, Washington Heights, the Audubon Ballroom. As preacher approached podium, 21 bullets met his chest and his family wept what they witnessed. A father and husband written on a hit list, but how did we get here? How do we peel back the layers of a Black revolutionary? What are the conditions that created a freedom fighter? If you desire to know Malcolm X, you first need to know Malcolm Little. Born in the middle of nowhere, otherwise known as Nebraska, Earl and Louisa's baby, raised mainly by his mother because he was fatherless by age 6. His childhood was a mix of mental institutions and foster homes and death threats and dreams of becoming a lawyer, and yet he was a young boy brimming with fire, a survivor of house fires, but somehow grew from the scorched soil and found his way into nightclubs and prisons and the spines of countless books. A crook who survived car bombs, stumbled into Islam, made mistakes and missteps along the way, but later became the leader we remember today. Malcolm was harassed by the KKK, terrorized by the Black Legion, watched by the FBI, and we know why it happened. Because he spoke of activism and Black nationalism. He spoke about second-class citizens and 20th century slaves. He spoke about American democracy, American hypocrisy. He spoke of civil rights and human rights and failed governments and genocide, and his life still speaks because it's still freedom for everybody or freedom for nobody. Malcolm was 39 years old when he was assassinated. Martin was 39 years old when he was assassinated, and I wish these Black men had the opportunity to grow old, had the opportunity to see age 40. But surely a choice had to be made. It was either the ballot or the bullet. February 21st, 1965. New York City, Washington Heights, the Audubon Ballroom. As preacher approached podium, 21 bullets met his chest and his family wept what they witnessed.
I'm picking up Thank you, Maya. All right, let's see. I like it. Let's see what the judges thought. All right, remember now, y'all, make them early. I don't want a 15-way time. We'll be here forever. Now use those decimal points. All right, here we go. Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. We have a low score of 9.7. Take that back. A low score of 9.5. A 9.7. A 9.8 and 2 10s. Give it up for Maya, everybody. And keep it going. He comes to say, give it up for Chuck Jackson, everybody. Oh, bring us up. You will not be able to plug in and turn on.
You see, beauty. Beauty be big, blooming, blossoming cotton buds and Black hands desperately grasping at brown rope while bleeding red blood. You see, beauty. Beauty be pumping, palpitating hearts held to the sky by tan hands ripped from the chest of live men on the tops of Aztec pyramids. You see, beauty. Beauty be Congolese kings on their knees begging the Portuguese to continue the trade in slaves so they can continue to receive things like European food, guns, cash, and glass beads. You see, beauty be some pretty ugly things. And I only hope that one day I can be that beautiful. You see, I want to be beautiful like pieces of Abraham Lincoln's skull found on the backs of theater seats. Or I want to be beautiful like MLK's face splattered upon the Memphis, Tennessee balcony. Or I want to be beautiful like Fred Hampton's red American blood sprinkled upon white Indonesian bed sheets. Or maybe I want to be beautiful like the side of John F. Kennedy's head. Or maybe I want to be beautiful like the hole in Trayvon Martin's chest. I mean the hole in Tamar Rice's chest. I mean the hole in Philando Castile's chest. I mean the hole in Malcolm X's chest. Or maybe I want to be beautiful like the cotton gin fan around Emmett Till's neck. Or maybe I want to be beautiful like oozing pus-filled legions on African AIDS-infected legs. Or chemotherapy patients' shiny bald heads. Or maybe I want to be beautiful like the holes in Jesus Christ's feet and the holes in Jesus Christ's hands. Or maybe I want to be beautiful like black skin being baked into concrete by southern heat or Jasper, Texas streets. You see, I want to be just goddamn beautiful. Because I want my death to inspire life. And more than that, I want my life to inspire people like you to pick up a pen and write and carve something beautiful into this ugly thing that we call life. And if tomorrow just so happens to be the day that I draw my last breath, I ask that you simply remember this. Remember this night, that I stood on this stage, underneath these lights, behind this mic, and I began to recite this poetry with all the strength and energy I could muster in my life. And I ask you to remember that this is how I pray. This is how I meditate. This is my tribal offering, my tribal sacrifice. This is my yin, this is my yang, this is my middle way. And this is the only way I know how to make this world a little bit more of a beautiful, beautiful place.
That's I like that one. Well, you broke it. It's over now. That's it. We all go home.
There we go. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. A little louder, DJ, if you don't mind. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. All right. All right, for Chuck. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. On my pie. We only go as high as a 10 mil. So we'll make sure. All right. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, there you go. All right. We have a low score of a perfect 50. Give it up, y'all. It's 5-10. Judges gotta make them earn it. All right, we have a 5-way tie. When we're in midnight, it's you that made it happen. Remember now, decimal points, y'all, but we only go as high as a 10, okay? Appreciate that. All right, we're gonna keep it going. Coming up in the next poet, y'all, give it up for Leslie.
Welcome to America, spelled with 3 K's and no C, where black bodies hang from tree to shining tree. Welcome to America, where ice comes and it never brings the chill, it only brings heat, snatching brown Spanish-speaking bodies off of the street, pulling babies from migrant mothers' arms. And even though we are the richest nation, black mothers routinely die under the care of physicians who gave an oath to do no harm. Welcome to America, where your refugee status is determined by the color of your skin, not the conflict that we left your country in. I walk through knowing maybe there is hope in this broken country we have. The echoes of black voices before me, Malcolm said, no more silent pleas, by any means let justice rise. Martin dreamed beneath southern skies, peace in his hands, fire in his knees. Still we wait at democracy's door, tired feet on splintered floors. Still we chase what was never free. An anthem soaked in irony, they sold us hope like a sacred thing, wrapped in speeches, wrapped in kings. But what if the future they could see was never out there, but burning directly in me? I am the promise, cracked and bold. I am done waiting, done asking, done bleeding into balance, praying freedom ain't just fashion. This is America, spelled with 3 K's. Not a typo, not a phase, a system built on backs, then shocked when we praise our fists when we raise our fists, our voices, our babies through this maze. Martin had a dream. But I'm tired of being disappointed when I wake up and not see it in fruition. Malcolm said, by any means. And now I see he ain't speaking to just the streets. He was speaking to me, to now, to this hour. The justice that got coward, that gave us dreams while they cashed in screams, gave us holidays, but will lock up our teens. They said, be patient. I say, for what? The needs are still there and we're still stuck. How long can a people chase a mirage before they look inside and find the God not in the stars, but in the scars? And if I am the promise, what if they lied? What if the Savior ain't coming from outside, not in the votes or hope or suits that spoke, but from the pain that became power? From the wrong that birthed right. I carry King in my walk. I carry Malcolm in my jaw. Don't tell me I'm angry. Tell me why you are not. This ain't poetry. This is prophecy. This is chains turned into a symphony. So I won't wait. I won't kneel. I won't beg you to feel the dream is tired, and I ain't. The promise alive when I say I am free.
All right, for Leslie. Y'all, it ain't over. We got poets. So just so you know. There it is. All right. 1, 2, 3. Hold up high. Y'all doing great. We have a low score from the Hayden judge of an 8.5. We have an 8.6. We have a 9.5 and 2 10s. Get them a Leslie. Y'all know Leslie. I appreciate you, girl. All right. Y'all ready for that poet? Say, Y'all give it up for JBR.
Driving, but no steering. Sometimes you just have to sit back and take your foot off the gas without putting your foot on the brake. Idling for a second is a transformative experience. Driving is a defense, not an offense. You're moving for every person on the road, and only what you can see, feel, and react to can be a memory. Everything's happening all at once, but sure, only seeing through one movie screen, your eyes. They say you should get into poetry. If you're wondering why, it's because poetry helps you recognize the little things. Poetry is everything. Poetry is the breath in your lungs. It's your heartbeat. Poetry is your stress, your anger, your Godspeed. I see poetry in my driving. You see, it's a hypnotizing experience. Windy the road or not, everything is moving past me. Black and white dots, pixels. Sunsets. Oh my goodness, sunsets. I'm tripped out by the sunsets. I'm seeing sunsets and blue skies. I'm seeing skies painted in rainbows, y'all. Skies. The rainbow fills the sky, but it can even be faint, a few colorful lines. I can see through my peripheral eye. I'm hypnotized. Skirt! Oh, wow, I'm back now. It's like my soul left my body. I find it interesting, my thoughts when I did that. It's almost like I'm in between worlds, and man, I'd like to do that again. Driving reminds me that all this stuff is fake. It's all an illusion. And if I was stuck in perception rather than observation, I wouldn't be able to see. I wouldn't be able to see this hallucination. I'm listening to the road, even though those frequencies, sometimes I just sit in silence. And within me, we're tuning into frequencies. You see radio stations and stereos. Yeah, my goodness, because man, I've realized that billionaires are over all of this. Yeah, the people were transporting perfectly fine. Next thing you know, they said, hey, we can get you there faster, but you just got to give us a little bit of this, right? For us to provide you with a crap vehicle, right? And now drive on the roads that you already paid for with your tax dollars, right? But pay me again just because I said so. while we sit back and govern your mental. Governing your mental, we're governing. Now I understand why Wu-Tang said cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills, y'all. But what can I do? Malcolm X reminded me what I can do. But I keep asking, like I'm stuck in this daily hypnosis ritual. I've broken out of the governmental, and you know why poetry is so beautiful? Why? I just got this epiphany from driving a vehicle.
Somebody enjoying this. All right, thank you. All right, thank you. You know what to do? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. We have. Uh-oh. We have a slam poet in the house. We have a low score of an 8. Of an 8, y'all. 9.7, a 9.8. Remember that we dropped the low, dropped the high. You got it? And we have 2 10s. Give it up, y'all. There it is right there. Come on now, fans the poetry. We're gonna keep it going. Y'all, coming up next, she starts making her way to the stage. Give it up for Miss Jolie, the poet. Give it up, everybody. Bam! Come and bring us on, girl.
I'm not ready to do that. No, I'm not in the contest. I'm not in the big phone. If I'd have known the contest, I'd have fine.
I've been walking with my face turned to the sun. Weight on my shoulders, a bullet in my gun. Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. And I do what I can, when I can, what I can for my people. As the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night. So I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Far across the river, do you hear freedom calling? Calling me to answer. Gotta keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my bones. For Malcolm's mother. Tell me, what is a black woman to you? The very elements I'm made of are the same to destroy you. The very air I breathe seems dirty and polluted to you. If you feel that I'm too out of line, then maybe I should put you in a skirt. Please tell me it did not take the birth of Alicia Keys for you to discover a woman's worth. I'm strength. I'm the cure when you sick. I'm the cause of what you go through. I'm the pain that ails you. I'm your pillow to lean on when you can't see fit to move. I'm your justice when you're in the wrong. I'm the inspiration to your every love song. I'm the one who told you to have a backup plan. I'm the one who told you to hold on to God's unchanging hand. I am the fire that quenches your every desire. I'm your cool glass of water when you're dehydrated and tired. I'm your shelter from the rain, your joy when you feel pain, your relief when all your friends left you out to hang. I'm all the pain, jealousy, spite, and hate you feel. But I'm also the time that it took for you to heal. I'm real. I'm the silence before the kill. I'm the prayer before your last meal. I'm the one who taught you how to take a stand. I was the one who taught you right from wrong when your father was no longer there to be a man. Stop faking. Time's wasting. What's the priority to you? Better yet, sit, wait, and then contemplate. And you enlighten me on what a black woman is to you.
We all need somebody. And again, all right, remember now, we can work. Some of those 10s are getting dropped because, you know, it's high score, low score. All right, but I love it. All right, on for Miss Jolie on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold up high. We have a low score of a 9.7. With a 9.8 and 3 10s, Miss Jolie the boy. Y'all give it up. Who did we book next week? We're gonna keep it going, y'all. Give it up for Trey. Boom. Give it up, everybody.
Lord, please tell me what my problem is. give me a solution without breaking it, because I need it. All this internal bleeding got me switching up like the seasons. She's gone and everything has changed. I'm fighting my demons and killing these parasites eating my brain. I look within my soul and unlock those chains. Lord, give me my purpose, hoping it's worth it. They see me in person behind the curtains. I'm hurting because I know them drugs don't work no more. I might as well just drug myself in the dirt some more. I gotta ask, will I ever love anymore? So I'm not really sure. Cause we got nothing to lose. If I run right back to it, we just lighten the fuse. This is true. Man, we need to figure out our calling, because you can't help nobody else with skeletons in your closet, demons all in your basement because all the drugs you've been taking, trying to find something out of nothing. Now, that's amazing, but you got to learn how to live, and you got to do it right. That's why I be working my ass off every night into the day. And don't forget to pray. Pray to the Lord so he can lead the way, because I know I need his guidance and I need him on my conscience. So I meditate and fast and try to connect my third iris, because I know them drugs don't work no more. I might as well just drug myself in the dirt some more. I gotta ask, will I even love anymore? I'm not really sure. So I'm being sober because I want to feel it, because my real name is Pain. I arrive uninvited, yet I never leave without purpose. See, I crawl into your bones, whispering truths you refuse to hear. I wrap around your soul, testing strengths you never knew you had. See, I break you down to rebuild you. I set you on fire to rise. I make you uncomfortable to set you free. And I split you in half to make you complete. But you still look at me like I'm the enemy. But yet I shape the strongest warriors. I am the teacher behind every lesson. I am the fire that forges resilience. I am the storm that carves wisdom. I am not here to destroy, only here to transform, to stretch you beyond the limits that thought that defined you. See, without me, love will be hollow. Without me, growth will be a myth. Without me, joy will be hollow. And without me, love will be taken for granted. You see, you can run from me, but I'll find you. Not to harm you, but to remind you that even in the darkest moments, you are still alive, still capable of rising again. My name is Pain, and with me, you'll become unstoppable. Because them drugs never work no more. You might as well just drug yourself in the dirt some more, because you can love some more. Will I even know anymore?
All right. Great show, y'all. Great show.
Dope, bro.
All right. For Treja Vu on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Give it up. We have a low score of a 9. And 4 10s for Treja Vu, everybody. All right, we're gonna keep it going. We have 2 points left. I know y'all want to stay to midnight, but we got to get out of here on time. Y'all, please show some love for Emmanuel A. Garcia. Give it up, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
You are not worth the legacy of my hatred. Breathe into this, because breathing will never be a waste of time, even if that very breath is being used to fuel one final escape from yourself. Unfortunately for us as a species, we are too damn fast. But that is a double-edged echo of benefits, because to be queer, to be gay, to be beyond the fragile reins of normal, to be the tail end of a slur holster, is to participate in the active dismantlement of restriction. It is the mushrooming of a culture consistently sealed in confident freedom, a language that always belonged to the truth before it realized that it didn't have to open a course of dialogue the same way someone opens up a can of worms. Or so I tell my therapist. While reading back a writing assignment I so passionately entitled, I'm fairly certain I'm someone's ideal nightmare, because I'm a walking trail of warning signs, a double-take drive-by prayer out the window on a Sunday afternoon, an exaggeration of some of the finest things that I just can't give you yet. Blizzard-headed in making up my next excuse for why sometimes I'm so eager to apologize whenever my wrists grow limp. Sorry. Really, I am. It's just hard being excited for a life lived like the aftermath of a magic trick. It gets old, looking into mirror balls and only recognizing a disappearing act. But the truth is a necessity, right? And the truth is, I'm only as strong as a soft coming out story. Telling my mother that I'm dating someone that she has to slow down when describing properly. That I'm only as queer as a defense mechanism or retaliation revelation made under the fluorescence of an LP at a gas station. You want to know something? We get so excited giving statues mouths because of how beautiful they look. When we know we'll never have to worry about them ever opening up. But I want you to open up. Open up today with the tenacity of Christmas hands, ripping through the second skin that you decorated but never felt at home in. I don't want to come home to my queerness. I want to be a mobile home of heteronormative hard passes because my sexuality is not the byproduct of some tragedy. It is the mark of a complex equation finally coming to an end after realizing that one life spun like a washing machine of repression, plus one more night with a hallelujah duct taped to the roof of my mouth does not equal a life expectancy long enough to fill in the prologue to an obituary. I was not delivered unto acceptance. Y'all know I was born on the floor below. And yet I still found it in the picket lines, overflowing of calls to action that looked like church doors ripped from their fringes, between the eyes, swollen deep and red, of lovers who are tired of having less to love, between the fingernails of teenagers, ripping up the carpeted hearts of their parents who have only ever seen love as a balance beam made out of fossil fuels. Me, right here, my queerness does not make me a victim. It is a free introductory course in hand-to-hand combat between those I love openly and the days that I can only love myself indirectly. I am no beast, but I am a savage of the heart when it comes to sharing a label that is its own community of heartbreak. Last night, I showered until the water almost hurt, till it almost became dangerous, like Southern cooking. Like two Adam's apples holding hands in a sea of bowed heads. Or maybe just one Adam. Still exploring the garden. Still trying to live his life like a bouquet of yes and. Still figuring out that godliness has never had anything to do with loneliness.
That was dope, bro.
All right. It's all right. You know, I like it. I'm just saying. It's up to the judges. On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. On my pie, we have a low score of a 9. And 4 10s. Give it up, y'all. Give it up. Give it up. We got that 9. Give it up. All right. And we have one final poet. I know you want to say all night. Y'all give it up for CC, the poet, y'all. Give it up for CC, y'all. Come on, bro.
Greater Nation.
Remember Malcolm too. Security. One of a kind, a man built for the times. A bright light of insight into the truth. A Prince King or a Panther or a brother with straight answers. El Hajj Malik, El Shabazz, Malcolm X, we're still missing you. Right from the start, you fought with heart. Right from the start, you fought from the heart. Burning fire with desire to be free. Preaching and teaching and motivationally speaking. You didn't cower before the powers that be. It's been 60 years since you left, yet your presence is still felt. By any means necessary, we will be given our long overdue respect. Best believe you won't take the abuse, and you better not even bring up the noose, or damn it, this planet would be wrecked. Malcolm, you stood for what's decent and good. Your character and morals were top shelf. Standing on business, you came to bear witness to the importance of believing in oneself. So big ups and top props to our civil rights pops. Much obliged, good sir, for all you and Betty sacrificed. For there is no greater love that this world has ever known than a man who for his people would lay down his very life. So beautiful Malcolm's ashes, like big bank rainy day stashes. With clear-sightedness, he brought brightness for our dark times in life, so that our come-ups could be neat and so poignantly sweet They're like mornings that break from long, dark nights. In beautiful Malcolm's ashes, like eyeliner for long lashes. We're all wounds for the wounds he was dealt. You know, the ones that burn like the sun and leave us with permanent welts. So it's still beautiful Malcolm's ashes, like dew for dry grasses, so soothing and quenching to our thirst. Salvation for some, or at least a different outcome, when the last becomes treated like first. In beautiful Malcolm's ashes, like airbags for high-speed crashes. Soft landings where life drops us hard, redeeming the flaws and retracting the cause. I'm sorry. A stiff resistance to falling apart. Thank you.
Y'all been an incredible audience, y'all. And thank y'all so much for coming out. Maybe not next Tuesday, the next Tuesday, I'll be here. All right, for CC the Poet. 1, 2, 3. Hold my pie. We have. Hold on, get the scoreboard. I ain't ready yet. And I'm ready. We have a low score of 8 from the Republican judge of an 8.5. We have a 9.5, a 9.7, a 9.7, and a 9.8. I mean 9.9. Give it up for CC. Not bad for your first round, brother. Not bad. All right. That concludes our slam. Give up all the poets in the competition. I am going to welcome back to the stage our feature to close out with one poem that'll give me time to do the math on this. Y'all give it up for Alpha Cherry. Give it up, everybody. Let's go.
Real quick, let's give it up for Mike. Okay, a note on that term, New African. We know we all Africans, right? No matter where we come from, every people on this planet comes from Africa. It's just a question of how far removed you are from the continent.
I was made from the stars.
Okay, there you go. Absolutely. But the people in this land, whether we came on slave ships or airplanes, or whether we came before Columbus, we went through a very unique historical process in this land. That process of that combination of plantation slavery, Jim Crow, apartheid. We're a combination of many peoples. We're new Africans. Does anyone in here love the moon?
Yep.
Okay. Can anyone tell me what last night was?
Flower moon.
Okay, flower moon. Scorpio. That's all I'm looking for. Scorpio. That full moon Scorpio was scary to me. It was very scary to me subconsciously, but I had to receive a message. That didn't need to be afraid of that full moon in Scorpio, because that's an invitation to reclaim our energy, to pour our energy back into ourselves. I wrote this poem today because I was very afraid.
New stuff.
Yeah, thank you. I was very afraid. I didn't believe in myself to write this poem. It took me quite some time, and that Scorpio full moon gave me that motivation. So this poem is called For Baba Malcolm. Baba Malcolm, what is there to be said of a man of your caliber? A man whom everyone wrote off until they could write you off no longer. Baba Malcolm, the sharpest intellect, coupled with the gentlest, most loving heart. Your smile lit up the world so that we all may see. Your tongue cut through all the lies they tell. Lashed white devils and black lackeys, spoke your knowing of an eternal truth that never changes. Baba Malcolm, transgressed upon by Americanism. You learned of white supremacy's violence before you were born. Father killed by the KKK, 4 uncles killed, one of them lynched, hung as strange fruit from southern trees. Family impoverished, while white cats went laughing to the bank. Proud mother institutionalized, broken under too much weight to bear alone. Siblings fractured, scattered. Who might you have been had you remained whole? Baba Malcolm, yours is a beautifully threatening mind, crafted in concert, a collaboration between you and your creator and all whom you encountered in speech and text and song. Baba Malcolm, attacker of the white man, you hated the white rapist, both external and internal. Hated and hated by a black middle class too content to look up at a white dog for salvation while looking down at black brethren as though we are damned. Hated because you spoke directly to the problem. What would you say of the problem today? Baba Malcolm, son of Georgia and Grenada, Omaha, Milwaukee, Lansing, and East Lansing, Boston, and Harlem, grandson of Garvey, the best of us in unity. Baba Malcolm, restorer of group identity that is so under attack. What would you have to say about our oppressed masses today? We'd rather call each other faggot than brother, bitch than sister, tether than cousin. We'd rather hate and blame than love each other as kin. What would you have to say about Negroes who find themselves to be Americans, or Israelites, or natives, or anything but Spirit's original creation, which we all know comes from Africa? Defender of Congo, friend of Palestine, what would you say of Burkina and the AES, who make strides to unify our mother's land, to kick out the colonizer whom we've grown to love so much? What would you say of pretend Jews who scream never again with fingers crossed behind their backs while dropping bombs on the children of Allah, whose hands stretch beyond the bombs to the sky, whose eyes are perpetually watching the same God who guided you? What would you have to say of frauds who profit from struggle? Armchair revolutionaries who pontificate endlessly but have little time for action and even less for accountability.
Rewind.
What would you say of frauds who profit from struggle, armchair revolutionaries who pontificate endlessly but have little time for action and even less for accountability? What would you say of Negro politicians who partner in the violence? Negro mayors who build cop cities and love slave catchers more than fugitives. Negroes in the White House who cry crocodile tears and wear pretty suits and smile big smiles while your people's blood runs fresh in the streets or soaks unacknowledged into the soil while their bellies go empty again and again. What would you say? Please, Baba, please speak to us again. What do you have to say? Have you seen what has come since your death? What has come since the farce of integration, as you so properly identified it? Those who cast you as demon that spew nothing but hate. Those who exalt you as angel that bestowed forgiveness upon the white man before your last breath was taken from you. Maybe I just want more. Maybe faith is all I have left. Baba Malcolm, redeemed and redeemer, not criminal. You knew the power of growth and change. You trouble me and I love you. I am better. We are better because of you. You are our kin, our father and our brother and our lover. We are better if we can look to you, continue to look to you. Baba Malcolm, implacable liberator, can't be bought. You would and did never betray us, so they took you from us instead. Baba Malcolm, African champion and champion of Africa in America, Garveyite, son of Garvey's children, son of a not afraid black man and a head held high West Indian woman. Baba Malcolm, son of a disabled man, brother to a disabled child, son of a gone mad passing woman, you rejected colorism. You touched and were touched by all the isms and rejected them all in the name of justice. What would you have to say to those of us who are trans? Those of us who are gay? Surely not the hatred that those who claim to be your children spew. Your heart knew not hatred and purged itself of it wherever you found it. Instead, you conducted our black train homeward. Your smile lit up the gloom in our hearts. Your eyes saw insightfully. Your tongue spoke incisions through the lies, spoke precisely truth none could deny, so they silenced you, that we may all speak your name, speak your voice, your divine speech. What was your dream? We speak it in your doctrine: land, independence, self-determination, reparation. Baba Malcolm, I love you, and you love my people, so I must love them too, and work for them as you did. We don't know the hour your spirit will become manifest in us. Let it be soon. We love you, our father, our brother, Al-Hajj Malik Al-Shabazz, Baba Malcolm X. Thank you.
All right, I got one more point to come up, and I'm gonna give the scores, and we're gonna just meet each other, take all the rest of the snacks. No, we're not, get that. Oh, that's a 10? Dan said that's a 10, my brother. All right, one more time for Aperture, y'all. Great job, sir. Your first speaker. Great job. All right, I'm gonna bring up next week's speaker. She's gonna give you a little taste of what she does, y'all. Please welcome the one and only Miss Melissa Felix. Give it up for Melissa.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm a teacher of 11 years. Thanks. Last week was Teacher Appreciation Week. I am what? This year I was Teacher of the Year finalist. Last year I was Teacher of the Year. Next year I'll take it again. One day I wrote this poem in class at work, just because I always take the time to have teachable moments with our students, because, you know, there's a lot of things that are not in the curriculum that should be, and then there's a lot of things that they don't want you to necessarily talk about, but I do anyways. But I've built a relationship with my students so they don't rat me out or anything. It works. So anyways, this is called Class in Session. There once was a time when I couldn't pick up a pen. A time when I couldn't walk with friends. Not allowed to know the language of ABCs, only quietly allowed to sing do, re, mi. There was a time when letters weren't allowed to form words, and words never made it to sentences. Paragraphs of confusion only made books of our conclusion. The time finally changed. Now we could write and identify our names. Words began to formulate as we no longer had to assimilate. Letters were no longer foreign. The pen became our new friend. We wrote what our minds could create. It was so good that others began to imitate. The power of our brains created all things, things that were unimaginable, but we made it look easy. Now, the next generation has many opportunities to go beyond, live beyond, build upon the vision. The vision that our ancestors had. We must stay the course and fulfill our mission. Whatever your drive is, whatever your passion, you must take your moment. Keep going until completion. So rise up, rise to the occasion. The torch has been passed. Take your place, take a stand. It's your turn. Now you teach the class.
DJ said a twist now. One more time for Melissa, y'all. Give Melissa. All right. I am going to announce our winners, and then a little word poem. I'm going to do that little thing. And then the doc's going to make some announcements about what's going on. Remember now, next week, back here, also next week, y'all, we have the singing competition in Arlington, and we have this little thing called Loyalty to Royalty. It is a charity auction, and Melissa will be one of the auctioned off, and then, of course, Queen will be one of our guest performers, okay? And I'll be your MC. So there you go. There's a lot of things happening, y'all. Appreciate y'all. All right, so let me go ahead and let's take care of business here right quick. I hope y'all had a good time. It is 9:34. I tried to stick to it. Okay? All right. Give it up for our judges, by the way, y'all. Wasn't that awesome? All right. We had 2 ties. Well, we had a tie for first place, but you know when there's a tie for first place, you add all the scores, and so that's how we break the tie. Okay, cool? That's why we'll be all here all night doing slam offs. We can't do that. All right? So, in 4th place, give it up for Javia. And I never got that money from that person. So if he gives it to us, and I'll send it to you. I never got it, y'all. That's why I hate making announcements. People be all excited when I make things happen. I want that too. I want that for y'all. What you got?
The anonymous donation.
Oh, that's it, you? Who was it? We got it?
No, it's not me.
Oh, okay.
I can't tell, but just give everyone a hug.
Well, y'all, there it is, y'all. We got it. Anonymous. We got cash. We're going to put it on blast, y'all. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, I'll put that in my pocket for now. All right. Oh, it feel good in there too, y'all. All right. So we got $100. So we got $200, right? So that means we'll be able to give 2nd and 3rd place some cash. All right, cool. First place is gonna get 100 by themselves. All right. Here it is. So in 3rd place, we have a tie. So 3rd place will receive some money. It won't be as much as you by yourself, but we have Maya and Jolie. Miss Jolie, give it up for you. We also had a tie for 2nd place. Unless we have 2 or 3 rounds, we can't break these ties if it's just 1 round. But we did the best we could. And that tie between 2nd place and also will receive some money is Trisha Boone and Emmanuel A. Garcia. Emmanuel and I also have books on the table. You got books, and Miss Marcine has books as well. But more importantly, we have information about all of what we're doing. I would love to feature all of y'all somewhere down the line. We're doing great with these things, y'all. All right, and your winner, all by him lonesome, scoring a perfect 50. Give it up for the one and only Chuck Jackson, everybody. All right, who's talking for that now? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. We just got another $50 donation, y'all. For free. You got good 4th place some money. How about that? Is that good 4th place? All right, we got $5. We got you. No, maybe more than that. So we got $250. We're gonna do the math when it's all over, okay? Y'all come see me, all right? Where's the back door? Anyway. So you gave me these words. When I do this, I'm gonna have to turn it over to the doc. They're gonna make announcements, and then while they're making announcements, poets that want money, come see me. We might have to just jail y'all, and I keep the money myself. How about that? But I digress. Here we go. You gave me wise, agoraphobia, plethora, knowledge, lion, poignant, tantalizing, liberator, leader, melanated, red, revolution, facetious, and strong. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Here's what I came up with. No, we don't need it for that. Well, look real low. We'll see. Tonight, we, the plethora of melanated many, gather together not to be facetious, but to be egregious in our quest for true freedom. Tonight is a tantalizing Tuesday taught with truth and transparency. You see, we be leaders, wise and strong, passionately poignant liberators of our inner lion. Listen, I suffer from red republicanist agoraphobias. Fear of going outside because I might not be able to control my anger in crowded far-right spaces. Look, knowledge is only valuable when applied appropriately. And I'm so sick and tired of being persecuted, y'all. And I'm afraid the only cure is revolution.
Yeah.
All right, 1 out of 10. All right, we having fun, y'all. Y'all keep coming out, all right? All right, you ready, Doc? Y'all, give it up for the owners of the dock, y'all. Give it up. After her, group picture, and we get out of here, okay?
Right. We want to thank everyone. I'm just that person. want to thank everybody for coming out for Malcolm X Centennial Celebration. This was it was a great night. We were so for coming out tonight. It took a lot of effort to put this together. A lot of people weren't even aware, but I'm happy Mike Gwynn accepted the call and accepted his residency. So this is our first night, so I know the ancestor is involved. Our first night, and Mike Gwynn has hosted, and he has been so committed to this bookstore and the elevation of this bookstore and hoping this space stays relevant to the community, and he is doing a magnificent job. Our week for Malcolm X Centennial Celebration started off yesterday. I interviewed Joanna EGK. She's the executive director of the Malcolm X Memorial Foundation in Omaha, Nebraska. We talked about the genesis of Malcolm X in Omaha, Nebraska, but I don't think we went back far enough. Why did his father, Earl Little, end up in Omaha, Nebraska? Can anybody tell us? Anybody? September 28, 1919, Will Brown was lynched. The most atrocious lynching in America. I don't even want to tell you about the lynching. I'm going to let you look it up. Will Brown lynching. Marcus Garvey got whoop of that lynching, and he sent Earl Little to Omaha, Nebraska to set up his organization. And that's what Earl Little and Louise Little did. Louise was working with Marcus Garvey at that particular time when they went to Omaha, Nebraska in 1919. 3 years later, they had Malcolm X, something like that. And he was born in Omaha, Nebraska. On that land, his house, they are doing restoration to that land. It is a beautiful area, well landscaped, a lot of documentation. We talked a lot about that last night. So if you want to see the video, more history that has not been told, please look at that conversation, that podcast that we did. It's on Doc Live TV. So get a chance to go look at that. It's just a lot of information that we didn't know. And we were happy to bring some of that information to the forefront. It's a lot of stuff we talked about. But I'm going to go for the rest of the week. We had the slam tonight. Tomorrow, we got a break. And I think everybody share a video, share something, your favorite speech or something on Instagram and tag us in it, and we will share that with the public. So if you can, for Wednesday night, just everybody find something that they like about Malcolm X, tag us so we can make some more noise in Dallas-Fort Worth. Thursday night, we are going to have a conversation at Pastor Bell's Church. It is going to be on Berry. So, see, that's why.
More details up front.
More details up front. Okay, Friday, we are going to be in conversation with the author, Mark Whitaker. He wrote the book Afterlife, where he's talking about the inspiration that Malcolm X left behind. So we're going to do that at 1:30. Saturday, we have a family day here. Sunday, we're going to be in Dallas for the Malcolm X celebration. And anything else? Am I missing anything?
But Saturday night, we have a film at Blank Space.
And Saturday night, we have a film at Blank Space. We're going to have all that at the back counter. Also, on Malcolm X's birthday, we have the top historian in the country coming, and that is Dr. Evelyn Kennedy. He will be here. He has decided to do 2 schools for his middle grade book, Malcolm Lives. And you know, right now it's so hard to get in schools. That's been just the craziest endeavor. And we had to try to raise money for books because we didn't have no books for a lot of these young people. He's going to do a speech at John Lewis Social Justice Academy. That's the new school in Dallas, and Jaquette Middle School in Fort Worth. And then he's going to come here at the Doc Bookshop. That is so big for those students to experience Malcolm X. And he wanted to be here on at the Doc Bookshop on Malcolm X's birthday. He wanted to be in a bookstore, in a space. Right now, he's doing libraries and museums across the country. So this is actually the only bookstore that he's going to be here for his tour schedule. So So if you have the opportunity, we are still taking book donations. It's, right now, Dallas, they have 100 students, and in Fort Worth, they had 100 students, and they asked me if I could raise it up because he did a talk on with Al Sharpton, and it was excellent, and they want their 8th grade involved, so that's going to be 600 students. I know we're not going to be able to give all them books. I know it's just, we can't, I don't know how we're going to do that, but he agreed.
Do it.
He agreed to do 2 sessions in Fort Worth with the students. Look up Dr. Ibram Kendi, and you will find out a lot about him and his experience. And he's at Howard University. They built a whole department for Dr. Kendi at Howard University.
Good job, everybody. All right, before we get out of here, we do what we always do whenever I host the show. Let's get all the poets, and anybody that came on stage, all of the poets that get open mic and slam. Come on, give it up for them as they come to the stage. Give it up for them. We're gonna take a group picture with them. All right. Remember now, next Tuesday, I'm back here. Get here early. I got you, okay? Bring your book, Emmanuel. I got my book too. Put up here, y'all. There you go, Mario.
Oh, yeah, she can. She go better than that.
All right, come on, get that. Come on, y'all. Get the picture. Judges, come up here too, if you want to, judges. Come up here, y'all. All right, y'all guys. Thank y'all so much. Y'all are awesome.
Lovely neighborhood, Jerry.
Once I got our temporary, y'all get some information. Emmanuel has books. I have books. Miss Marcy has books. Come get a card, y'all. Find out what we're doing things next. Thank you so much, y'all. DJ 722, your man. Welcome to the Top Revolution.
Listen up, everybody. We got a very special announcement, extremely important announcement. Please listen right now.
Hey, good evening, everybody. I go by the name of Sugar, right? But right now, before anybody leaves, I just want to say, if y'all, everybody in here, will donate at least $1 to their cause, I'll match it. Y'all give $1 to her, let her count it up, and whatever she come up with.
We're raising money for books for the students at different schools, so to give as many kids the new book called Malcolm Lives as possible. Right now, there's just a shortage.
Say that. $8.
Mike, you I know it's gonna come out fast. Oh my God. Mike. Do you know?
Yeah, we up in this
DJ,
thing.
do
You
your
know
thing,
what I'm
DJ.
saying? We up in this thing. You know what I mean? We do this thing
Mike.
all the time.
Y'all got that information? What's the couple? Y'all got that shot. I wanted to get him on my phone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank y'all for coming out.
We didn't get here on time.
This is that ice cold Michelle Pfeiffer, that white gold. This one for them good girls, straight next to me. Solid, wild, living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on, which ain't wrong. Gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. Too high, police in the family. Too high, drag 'em on retirement. Too high, Don't believe me, just watch.